If ever I had a video.
Yo, what's up guys? Back here again. Hope you are all doing well. It's been a hot minute again since I've last posted doing anything. So yeah, we just wrapped up shooting some of those B-roll shots. I know it's really tough to drive and kind of like vlog at the same time. What I'll probably have to do in the future is mount my GoPro in the car in some kind of sort, maybe on the like the sunroof or something up top here. Not necessarily up top, but inside, and then it kind of sticks. But yeah, maybe we might need to do that. It's kind of tough because we're trying to get the best content possible, so I want to be focused on the road. You know, you don't want to be distracted while you're driving. So thought I would stop out here before I go home. I've been out since probably 9 a.m. this morning, so a little bit tired. Obviously here in Minnesota the weather starts to change, and then also the time, I should say the darkness, it definitely gets darker pretty early on. You can kind of notice that a little bit. It kind of sucks, especially when I get out of work like around 7 o'clock or, you know, later in the day. It's just you're kind of trying to beat the light to get out and drive. But you know, everything takes time pretty much for the most part when you're looking to come out here. When it comes to those things, it takes time. You know, maybe next year I'll be able to drive a little more. I was gonna say ride, but maybe one day I'll get a motorcycle. I got some friends that ride and they really enjoy it. I'm hosting a meet here coming up. It's gonna be on Sunday the 22, which is yeah, pretty much a Sunday. It's gonna be super fun. I got a couple people coming out. I've got some people coming out that are shooting videos, drone shots, so it's gonna be kind of fun to do that overall. So I'm really excited about that. Again, we're approaching colder weather, so I'm gonna try and enjoy as much as I can with the cat before I gotta put it in the storage. But yeah, I got some really dope events coming here pretty soon, so excited about that. Can't wait to bring more content to you guys. And this was kind of a short one, but I thought I'd give you guys kind of like a sneak peek preview on what we've got working in the works and coming soon. I will probably release this vlog today. Honestly, what day is it? I'm lost here. Tuesday. It's Tuesday right now, so I'll most likely, it's a short vlog. It shouldn't be too long. So I'll probably most likely just upload it and edit it. Earlier today, let's see here. Little things I've done to the Hellcat. It's actually been in a shop for a while. I had long story short, I had a backup camera issue, and I originally took the vehicle in for a backup camera, and they found that it actually needed a new camera itself, and they found other things like I need spark plugs, a cleaning of like I think the actual engine bay and stuff like that. Not necessarily the engine bay, I think the internals when you do a spark plug removal, so cleaning the engine, making sure that it runs properly. I did rear brakes and rotors, so they got me on that. I didn't do the spark plugs quite yet, but I'll do the spark plugs at some point. But they did get me. That's a funny thing, is when you go to some of these shops, and it kind of made sense to me at the same time. I was like, man, maybe I should do it. So I did a transmission oil flush, even though typically they're recommended about 90 to 100,000 miles, but I did do that. I do kind of beat on my baby a little bit, so went ahead and just did that. I took care of the power steering fluid, so I did that, changed the fluids out of that. And then today I was shooting with the guys, and the most weirdest thing happened is my undercover lid at the bottom fell out, or like it fell flat, and I looked at it and it seems like there were some screws missing, so that's terrible. When it came to that, because my buddy caught that, D, he saw that. I was like, I'm surprised we didn't catch that earlier, but D caught that excuse me. So it's kind of a bummer, but we got it fixed. I just have to push it back in, but now I got to get some bolts or call the shop and see if they can take care of me. But I might most likely just get some bolts and take care of it. I think Kay has some bolts at home, so I'm gonna bug him and see if he's got some bolts for that. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer, you know. It's always sad when you take your vehicle to the dealer, and sometimes in this situation it wasn't necessarily a dealership, it was more of like a small mom and pop shop. I'm not gonna give names or anything, but it was kind of like overall good experience. It was just kind of like a bummer. I mean, I've had the car back for a while. It was kind of odd that now it happened. I'm not sure why it happened, you know, honestly. So it's very interesting to me as to why that happened. But yeah, pretty much did some of those things for the most part. So I'm gonna probably do a little bit more things later down in the future, like the spark plugs switch out and a few more things as I progress with my you know, engine upgrades. A lot of people have been trying to tell me to get more power on it. Honestly, this is enough power for me right now. It's plenty fast. It's very interesting to me though. I'm curious as to, it does show a lot less horsepower than it should be making, but maybe that just could be I need spark plugs, or who knows. But maybe someday in the future. I did put the med mufflers back in. I just figured it was too loud. Honestly, I love hearing the supercharger whine, so I'd rather hear that than hear the engine and wake up my neighbors. Maybe at some point I'll probably get like a catback system on it, or like a, you know, Borla or Corsa, whatever one. I know the Borlas are a little bit more cheaper, like slightly, not too crazy, maybe $100 off, but I might do that. I did do some new rear tires on the Hellcat. I burnt out the other ones. The guy recommended I should get some Michelin Pilot Sport, so at some point I'm probably gonna get some of that when it comes to the Michelin Pilot Sport for the fronts, and then maybe get some ones I can burn out for the rear. For the most part, right now I've got full, I think it's called Fullwell PH80, I think it's called. And they're good tires, honestly. They're not high performance tire, but it's pretty interesting. Oh, there's a guy right there flying his drone. I'm curious as to where that drone's being flown, but very cool though. I do want to get a drone at some point. That was just what honestly just flew by. I do want to get a drone at some point. Those would be super cool. It's either, I don't know, maybe a PlayStation or a drone. Honestly, I've bought things that I barely even use, especially this GoPro. I've gotten this thing and I barely even use it. I should use it a lot more making content. So for the most part, I don't really use stuff a lot. I bought a roughly about $1,000 RC car, and it can do up to like 90 miles per hour. So I should definitely not spend money where I don't need to be. So let me clip this real quick and then I'll jump back in. It makes it a little bit more easy for editing. But overall, guys, it's been really dope. I'm very thankful where I'm at in life right now. I do a lot of these videos to motivate, whether you're a grown adult or kids or whoever you are, boy, girl, or whatever you want to be, you know, in life, wherever you want to, you know, strive to be. And I've always dreamt of having a Hellcat, and I was able to accomplish that. My first dream car was honestly the Dodge Charger, and it was an RT all-wheel drive 2014 blacktop edition. Man, that thing was beautiful. It had the Beats sound system, the black leather seats. Man, that thing was mint. Sheesh. Yeah, the Beat system was dope on that thing. Sunroof, you know, black top. Then I had some black wheels that I bought from a buddy, and I really wanted the Hellcat. Obviously I couldn't afford it at the time, but you know, as you progress and get older and save your money and build your credit's another huge one. Is, you know, building good credit, building a good credit history is definitely key to a lot of your success. Here comes that drone again over there, but a lot of that is going to be key to your success you know, when it comes to those things, is you know, putting your best foot forward and just believing in yourself. You know, there's always gonna be those people that are gonna hate on you and say, you know, well, he did this or he couldn't do that. There's always gonna be people that are, you know, make more money than you or do better things than you. But if your hobby is cars and bikes or anything that's like in the automotive industry, definitely strive for it and do it. Because, you know, there's this really cool saying that I read. It was, I'd rather be young and have my dream car in my possession now than be old and brittle and I can barely enjoy it. So I really take that with a grain of salt, because it is very true. Money will always come when you're young. Also, it's a good idea to make smart decisions when it comes to buying things. And for me, buying this Hellcat was absolutely one of my biggest dreams and one of my biggest accomplishments. So it's always going to remind me that anything is possible. You know, whether it's buying a house, buying a bike, being a doctor, being an astronaut, like whatever you want to be in your life. I think this really, for me, this is like, it gives me hope in things in life. You know, like this red key, you know, gives me a lot of hope, and it makes me want to strive for great things. I've had a lot of jobs growing up, you know, as a kid. I'd say at heart I'm still a kid, but you know, navigating life definitely has taught me a lot, that a lot of your jobs is not necessarily permanent. You know, you can be working hard, striving for a lot of things, but sometimes there's people out there that are negative and want to bring you down, and you gotta like forget that noise sometimes and just remember who you are and remind yourself why God put you on this earth. If you don't believe in God, whether you do or not, but just know that there's a reason why you're here, and you should work hard and strive for more things in life. I've had a situation, you know, that happened recently where, you know, people were trying to bring me down. They took something that I did and tried to bring me down from it. And these are the very people that I trusted, you know, had a good relationship with, and it was very surprising to me that they went and did this. It taught me to, over the years I've forgiven people, but it's taught me to learn to forgive. You know, you'll never forget, but you'll always forgive. And, you know, don't hold any grudges. Just keep smiling, keep moving forward. There's always going to be people that are going to hate on you, you know, especially if you're young and you've got a nice car or you're doing well or you're making a lot of money. People are always going to want to hate on you. And don't let it get to you. You know, looks like I'm going to run out of battery here, but just believe in yourself. If I run out of battery, I'm sorry, you guys, but just believe in yourself. Don't let anybody tell you no, unless it's for the right reasons. But there's no such thing as no anymore. It's always going to be yes, you can do it, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Don't let anybody put you down. You have control over your emotions and your success, so always believe in yourself. Thanks again, guys. We've hit about 113 followers. I'm gonna have to shoot some more vlogs for you guys and drop more content before I run out of battery here. But thank you so much, guys, especially to my cousins and family members that watch this, and my friends and the people that follow me on my journey. I want to post honest and good content to you guys. I'm not looking for viral videos. I just want to post continuously as much as I can, and for you to see my journey. This is Life with Poppy, and the journey begins. So thanks again a lot, you guys, for tuning in and always supporting. I'll catch you guys on another one.